Do you know your anarchist from your communist? How about your libertarian from your liberal? Do you know where you fall on the political spectrum? Well, I'm going to show you the spectrum, and you can find out where you fall coming up next. Government starts right now. Hello Raindrops, new subscribers, and old friends, and welcome back to Government Minutes that Matter. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to talk about something that you probably heard a lot about and may not be sure what it means. As always, this video is dedicated to the glory of God who blessed this land. Political spectrum. Where do you fall? What does it mean? What do all the terms mean? If you've heard terms, and you're going to hear them, especially in the run-up to the election, liberal, conservative, communist, socialist, libertarian, right-wing, left-wing, anarchist. What does it all mean, and how is it set up? Now, you got to understand, this is set up as of today. A liberal back in the day is a conservative today, vice versa, etc., etc. So this is our political spectrum as it exists today. So we're going to start on the far left over here. And on the far left, you have communism. Communism is total government control of everything. The means of production, the economy, the political system. Only one political party. Think Soviet Union. All right? Think Cuba. Think North Korea. That's communism. Total government control of everything. That's on the far left. And as you go a little further to the right, you have socialism. Socialism is partial government control of things. Generally, socialism, some of our best allies are socialist countries. We have elements of socialism in our country. Right? But socialism is government control of parts of the economy. Not the whole thing, but parts of the economy. For example, if in a socialist country, if a industry becomes too big and it's shutting down or it going belly up could affect the entire country, the entire economy, quite often the government will nationalize a business. That means it belongs to the nation now and not the private individuals or corporations that had it before. Today, imagine, if you will, if Walmart just decided tonight at midnight to shut its doors and never open again. Can you imagine the economic turmoil that would cause in this country? Walmart, hundreds of thousands of employees, from stores, distribution centers, headquarters, maintenance, truck drivers, etc., etc. There are tons of people that work for Walmart. If it shut down tonight, all those people losing their job at once would cause a horrendous economic turmoil. It would cause very bad economic conditions. I'm not sure if we could recover from those. You drop a huge stone in a small pond like that. So Walmart is too big to fail. Where have we heard of that? Anyway, Walmart, in a socialist country, Walmart would become nationalized, where the government would take over at least a majority of the company, so that it would not be able to shut down and throw the whole economy into a tailspin. So that's what socialism is. Again, some of our best allies are socialists. Most of Western Europe is socialism. It has a socialist economy. Socialism and democracy or a republic are not incompatible. Communism and a robust political debate, robust political decisions to be made, democracy, republic, would not work with communism. And communism allows one party, and they always win. And they always win, sometimes with more votes, with a higher percentage of votes than our people. So we start with communism, then we go to socialism. Then, as we go further right, we come over and we come up to libertarianism. Now, a lot of people like the idea of libertarianism. Let me tell you why. Libertarianism is the maximum amount of individual freedom that is written into the Constitution or the law. And some examples of that are this. Drugs would be decriminalized. That's right. No drug laws. Seatbelt laws for adults. Seatbelt laws would be voided. Motorcycle helmet laws for adults would be disposed of. Okay? You don't have to wear a helmet. You don't have to wear a seatbelt. You can do drugs. Now, a lot of people like this idea, maximum freedom. Basically, libertarianism is police, judges, juries, and jails. That's about it. If whatever laws are on the books, police have to arrest, the judge, of course, runs the court, the jury's made a decision, and the people that go to jail go to jail. And that's about it. Maximum freedom. But the other side of that is personal responsibility. If you decide to get into drugs, which are legal under libertarianism, you can do it. But if you lose your job and your home and your family and anything else, there is no social safety net. There is no Section 8 housing. There are no food stamps. There are no social programs to help you. You better hope you have a family who will take you in and help you clean up, or you have the money to pay for private care off the drugs. Same thing with the no seatbelt laws, right? You have you think you can defy the law of physics, and you're going 80 miles an hour in a car, and you hit something, and your body flies through the windshield, and you are maimed or paralyzed or have a brain injury. You better hope that there is someone to take care of you, because there are no safety nets. There are no programs. And government does very, very little, and taking care of people from their own stupidity is not one of them. Motorcycle helmet laws ditto. All right. So that's libertarianism. A lot of people think it sounds good until you hear the second part, that you're responsible for yourself and your decisions. All right. So again, you have communism, socialism, libertarianism, and on the very far right, way out here, is anarchy. No government whatsoever. The survival of the fittest, law of the jungle. Whoever's biggest, baddest, and has the most weapons, they're the ones who win. All right. So most people in this country fall somewhere in the middle here, where the Democrats and Republicans do. The Democrats are a center-left party, and the Republicans are a center-right party. Notice in the middle here, they overlap. So that means some Democrats are more conservative than some Republicans. And some Republicans are more liberal than some Democrats. And why? Well, think about this. In Texas, a conservative means a certain thing. In New Hampshire or Vermont, a conservative is quite different, much more liberal. Right? So you have some overlap here in the middle. You have some extremes on one side and extremes on the other. And that is kind of how our government, how our political spectrum lines up. Left wing, more government control. Right wing, less government. Talk about that someone is right wing, they want less government. Someone is left wing, they want more government programs, less government programs. And the battle we face, the political battles we face every 2, 4, 6 years, depending on which offices we're voting for, the battles we face is how much freedom do you want and how much control do you want? If you want more control, you tend to vote Democrat and toward socialism, and some extreme people toward communism. If you want more freedom, you tend to vote more Republican, more libertarian, and going off toward anarchy. Right? So that is our political spectrum, and I just wanted to go over this because I realize there's an election coming up. And a lot of people hear these terms and they don't know quite exactly what they mean. And so, as a service to you, from me to you, there is our political spectrum, and now you can find out where you lie in it. Do you want more government or less government? That's the question, that's the battle we've been having for years. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you paid attention, because there will be a test the next election, which is on November 5th. All right. As of today, it is September 15th, and you are running out of time to get registered if you are not registered already. So check your state's Secretary of State office to find out when the deadline for registering to vote is. And don't forget to make your voice heard on November 5th. We'll see you next time.